Presents falling from the sky. Why? Why is there a present falling from the sky? And click. Hello everybody and welcome back to Satisfactory, where I've been busy off camera. I believe the last time I made a video was over a week ago, because I had a week off. And so I've been busy building some more stuff. The last thing you saw me do was make the versatile frameworks, I believe. These things right here. Yes. So we need another 50 of them, and then we have enough. But off camera, I have been busy, and I have made the wiring, which we need as well. So to start off with, I went to the copper nodes down here. So there are two Mark II miners. So each of them is an impure node, but because it's a Mark II, I believe it's producing 60. Which is going into 4 smelters, so that means we're making 120 copper. And then that copper goes right the way under this road over to this side, where we're turning all of it into wire. So all 120 of that copper is all going in, as you can see. It's still booting up a little bit. You can see they're starting to gather. These ones, it will increase over time, but it's not quite yet. And this one, it's getting it for the most part. It's staying pretty much active all the time. Anyway, this then makes 240 wire. You can see all the wire. It's very satisfying, especially with Mark III belts. Like, look, you see the slow copper moving in and all this wire, just constant flow. It's lovely. Anyway, all of this goes into this set of fabricators, or whatever they're called, assemblers, in which 50 get turned into 25 cables. So we have 4 of them here, which means we're taking 200. Obviously I said we had 240 wire, so we have excess. That excess 40 is going into this machine here, which, as you can see, requires 40. Wow, it's as if I planned it. Also taking steel pipes from the steel factory to make 5 stators per minute. Them stators are then split into 2 more assemblers, in which 2.5 and then the 50 cables, as you see 4, each one making 25, get split up into these 2, and now we're making 2.5 and 2.5 automated wiring per minute. And it's all going into this box, and we have enough. Woo! I think that might be the fastest intro and showing off I've ever done in this video.
Good job.
But yeah, so we've got all of that. The main problem is, after building all these machines, I am well and truly over my power grid limit. The only reason I'm not blowing my fuses, or blowing the power grid, is because that factory over there is not working. Well, it's working, but it's all backed up, so none of the machines are running. If I take stuff out and all the machines start kicking in, we blow the power grid, or blow the fuse. So we are going to have to sort that out, which means I'm going to have to invest in more stuff over by the power system, which I can do that, it's fine. So in order to do that, I think what I'm going to do is actually upgrade the miners down there. So that means we're going to need an extra 2 of these. So I'm going to make them into Mark II miners. And Mark II, I'm looking for Mark II. Mark II miners, get all them. Okay, so it's going to need some encased industrial beams. That's fun, we can do that. So I've unlocked a little bit more as well off camera. One of them was the encased industrial beams. We'll have to automate these at some point soon. But I realised when I've been editing these videos, I've never really discussed what my plan is for well, not so much this series, but how I'm sort of playing the game. the way I'm doing it at the moment is I am trying to get as many sort of parts as I can. So unlock these, sort of work out what I actually need a lot of. And then I'm going to start making factories and stuff on a mass scale, a little bit like how I've done here, where I'm bringing in nodes and just making as much as I can. And then from there, I'm thinking about making probably a road network in which I can transport stuff. I think then in the future, the road network can get a train on it, and it can do tubes and all sorts of other things. But that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. Let me know if you think that's a good idea or a bad idea, but from... I would say it should be good.
Actually, that one's really good. Shit, I may use that.
But yeah, so we're just going to get the actual parts to be able to make these. I still haven't automated modular frames. Technically I have them made, or being made, where I'm making the other parts in the steel factory, but I'm not going to take them from there. It's still running. So yeah, I think today I'm going to work on making the power a bit stronger. And so I'm also going to go back to the base and actually... I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I got distracted by the presents. Oh my god, there's so many of them. What am I trying to say? Okay, so we're going to go back to the factory to pick up some other parts, and then we're going to head over. But before we get all the way there, or before we go all the way back to the power grid, or power plant, I should say, I'm going to collision. I'm going to try and use some of my tickets that I've got, and then from there I can. I want to get a couple of things. Like I want to get the concrete and some of the other assets. I just realised I've come this way. I did not mean to come this way. No, it's fine. It's good enough. I'll just park it there. Ugh. I did temporarily have all of the excess stuff, so when these are full, or for the most part when they're full, all of the parts are just going onto this Mark III belt, and then all of it's just going into this sink here. But I had to turn it off because all of these machines are running, and obviously my power grid was not very strong. Also, what does this actually do? Why is this a thing? I'm just not going to question it. I get this whole Christmas thing, but like, I don't know. Okay, so what are we actually going to need? I think we're going to need... Can't do the windows yet because I still haven't got quartz. Okay, so we're going to get the concrete pillars and normal pillars. These. I want to get the catwalks. How many are we up to? Only 13, that's not too bad. I want to get the concrete material and the asphalt material. Don't need any of that stuff. And then I guess we could also get... We don't need industrial railing. I guess wall outlets is probably not a bad one. Okay, let's get all this. Nice. So that's unlocked a load of stuff for me. And I think one thing I can do now is paint. Or I can make it... No, that's the wrong type of button. So if I go to foundations... How do I change the type of foundation? Ooh, concrete foundation. It did not work. Oh, there we go. That's nice. It's all one exact height rather than raising up in the corners. Nice. And then what... I need to stop pressing that button. And then what about the asphalt? How does that look? Oh, yes. I like it. I like it if I could see it. Go away. Yes. Very nice. Very clean. Definitely going to be making roads out of them. Okay. So what am I going to need in order to make more coal generators? So if I was wanting to make a lot more of them, say another 8. To be honest, I kind of want 16. But I think I'll just stick with 8 and probably get some more a bit later on. So we're going to need a lot of cable. I hope this doesn't destroy my power grid. No, I know it will. We got them. Take a couple hundred rotors. Take a couple hundred of these. Just take 300. Let's put that back. We don't need that. Don't need them. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need them. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need them. Don't need just random steel. Okay, good. Okay, and then... Oh, I got you. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's actually get all the parts I will need to be able to make an extra set of them. I'll be back once all of this is crafted and I'm over at the actual power plant. Otherwise, this video is going to take an eternity. Well, the power grid is off. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Power slug. Oh, I've just... Yeah, I could technically overclock the miners as well, can't I? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, this location should be... They've definitely changed this path. This path was not as bumpy as it was before. That's scary. Actually, wait, did I ever drive down here? Maybe I only ever walked it. Anyway, I never talked about my plan, I don't think. Or maybe I have, and I'm going to repeat it. So, in this area, there are 4 coal nodes, I believe. As you can see, 4 normal coal nodes. Now, a Mark II miner does double the amount that a Mark I does by default. So, where each one of these is doing 60, each one of my ones are going to be doing 120, which is already, you know, a lot more, where is it? A lot more miners, a lot more refineries working, whatever. However, yeah, I kind of forgot. Hiya. Let me fight this, I can't see. Okay, so... Wait a minute, you can load different... Oh my god, can you put different things on us? Oh, you 100% can just put it inside it, okay. Okay, so if I looked at this, right, I can already put 100... It already makes 120. So that means we are going to have 480 coal available. And I can upgrade that to 250% more. On all of them if I decided to put all the power slugs into it. That is a lot of coal, I think. But it seems like a lot of coal to me. So that should be a good... Where is the other one? Power grid for a while. Now, I could bring them the other way, but I'm actually going to bring them all just this way. Okay. And the other thing that people told me about was I should hold shift or control, which aligns it with the world grid. Apparently that's somewhat important to try and do. And I should use foundation 4s when I do it, or foundation 2s, but never 1s. Something to do if it messes up height and stuff. I don't know, it's just what I've been told. I think someone just knocked on my door. Let's do this properly. Let's work out this section over here, I think, first. Before I do too much stuff. So, what I want to do is have these water things, but then have all the miners on top of it, is what I'm thinking. Oh, but they're high. They're tall. Taller than I thought it'd be. That's fine. I think I can make this work. Yeah, this lines up quite nicely with the world grid. And then if I build... Actually, see. How high can I actually build? Is 2 high enough? Yeah, 2's good. I could technically build it at this height as well, then. I think. Yeah, let's have a look. Yes. Okay, cool. So this is the height that I'm going to build the actual factory on. Using 2. Long. It's aligned with the build world grid, which is I think important. And then what we can actually do is also line it up with where you actually can enter from. Yes, this is going to be a nice improvement over the last factory, I think, or I hope. So if I... Yeah, there we go. So we can drive onto this platform quite happily. And we can do all of the production-y stuff underneath. Yeah, this should work good. This should work good. Also, this foundation only uses concrete, which is quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Okay, so I get the plan. I know what I'm trying to work out. Let's put down a box temporarily. Do I have the parts? I do not. Do I have the parts in my car? Where did I put the car? Nope. Can't remember it's in the back. I do not. Okay, so I'll just build a small box. And the main reason for that is just so I can dump a load of stuff. in here for now, basically. So we don't need any of that, don't need any of that, don't need any of that. I brought them, I really didn't need to bring them. And the main reason is because I'm going to tear all this down. All of this factory is going bye-bye. Because we don't need it. We have outgrown it. We may have only had it for a little bit, but we need to make it better, bigger, stronger. This is probably where the blueprints come in useful. And no, I do not have blueprints unlocked yet. Okay. Good. And delete all of this. Okay, so what is the next plan of action? To slide down these ramp. Whee! Yes. Like I said, I'm going to spend a little bit of time off camera trying to set up the actual thing, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done, and hopefully everything will be good. So, see you in a minute, guys. Alright, so I'm back, and since, well, the last time I updated you, we said we were gonna build the power station. That was 6-7 hours ago, something like that. And I have managed to rebuild some stuff. Ta-da! But I've only managed to get one set of it done for now. But I need to get this video out soon, so I guess I can show you what I've done. So, as you can see here, if I get to an actual angle where this doesn't even lead anywhere. Okay. Let's try this again. So, the whole plan is we have 4 120 belts rolling in at the moment. And so that means we can have 4 sets of 8, because each one of these use 15. So 15, 30, 45, 60. Blah, blah, blah. You know how it works. So you have 4 generators, and then you have the next 4, and then the next 4, and then the next 4. As you can see, I've got some nice walkways. I've started messing about with some of the concrete stuff. You sort of see where it'll sort of go. We'll have passageways. At the moment, I haven't hooked up any of the power. I'm just running it off. I've combined both of the 60 belts into 120 just so we've got one of the modules running. I'll obviously reset or redo all of that. If I come right to the front, you can sort of see we've got the entry points of the 4 belts. Obviously, I've designed this factory in a way that I can double it up. So if I ever overclock those miners, so the 4 miners I've got, if I ever overclock them to be, like, say, 200% or whatever, I have the capacity to be able to double up like if I just kept on going along. But this is the cool section down here. This is where we've taken the water from. Obviously, underneath here, all of the water sits. So we got the generators, and I built all of this, and then I put down the generators, found out I couldn't actually build the generators because that thing was too close to the top, so I had to rebuild it all. That's why it took so long. But yeah, so, you know what, let's show it this way. We have our coal line coming along, going in, and then from here, it goes, it's just splitting between. I've got a nice concrete pillar below to support it all. So that runs along to each one. So this is a Mark II belt, and then these are just Mark 1s because we don't need it. Mark 1 conveyor going up. And then we've got the power, we've got the water, sorry. So we've got 3 water extractors, each one do 120 per minute, and we are needing 360 water for 8 generators, so perfectly works out to 3. I've added some nice borders around it just so it sort of sits nicely. I think it looks quite good. Added a nice little ramp bit here, just so, you know, it doesn't hit. And then we've got some pumps, and I could have put the pumps right here. However, it was at like 19.8 meters head lift, and the recommended height is 20 meters. So I wasn't quite happy. I know the pumps can do 10 meters of head lift, so I was like, I'll just stick it up a little bit, so we're already 5 meters higher, and then let the pumps do the rest. And that appears to be working nicely. I've got an interesting way that I little water. Basically, each pair, or I pair it all up, so we've got 4 pairs, and then I connect the 4 pairs into 2, and then connect those, and then that creates 3 stems I can pump water into. That way it balances that out between all of them. And yeah, it took a little bit of time for it to all get sort of sat. Obviously I had no power, so I had to boost it with a biofuel generator, which was fine. I basically could only run 1 pump and I had to split it off. And then once I got 3 of these working, then I sort of could turn more and more on. But it's nice and clean from this side, as you can see. We're getting plenty of water. These are, I believe, all staying filled up quite nicely. So we're having no issue with pumping up water. Each pump does use 4 megawatts, that is, you know, 12 extra megawatts, but I'm now producing 600 megawatts and only consuming 72, and I'm going to do that 4 times. So we're going to have 2,400 megawatts, for 2.4 gigawatts. That's pretty good. I haven't decided what the building's going to look like for this thing yet, but I'm sure I'll be able to work something out. And yeah, you can sort of see how much space I have to expand into. What I should have done, and no, I'm not rebuilding it, but I should have moved this across by like 2. You look here, I have a bit of space. I've got plenty of space that way. If I try to expand this first module, I'm going to hit that rock very soon right there. Like, I think I can get another 8, so I can double it, but it's going to be close. You know what, let's have a look. How many is it? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're fine. Close. But we're fine, because... Oh wait, we're not. Because that's where all the pipes are gonna go. Oh no, we're in the rock. Okay, that's annoying. I guess what I can actually do is just so I could just add some to the front, you know, take 2 off the back and add to the front. That means I'd have to redo all this bottom section. I can't be asked to do that at the moment. Yeah, I've got the floor grommets in, I've got all this nice, got some stuff. Yeah, I'm happy. Off camera, I'm going to get the other one set up. I think for now I'm only just going to build a second module, so we'll just have 2. And then when I need to, I'll upgrade it to 4. And then, I guess if I ever do need to, I can have the ability to upgrade all of it and have even more power. I guess the other option is I just build on top of these ones, but... Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, remember to hit that like button. It helps me out more than you think it does and shows this series as one you want to see continue in the future. As always, my name's been Quantum Chief, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!